Hello everybody, Dan here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Today we have a story for everybody about Amanda Wilhelm and her ex-Romanian man, Razvan Ciocoi. And we have a bit of an update about these two because Amanda recently felt compelled to go online and clarify a few things because she's been accused of cheating on her late husband with Razvan, but she's also been accused of cheating on Razvan with another person. And so a lot of accusations of cheating going Amanda's way. And so as a result of that, she felt the need to go and clarify a couple of things online. So we're going to go through them and then we'll see if what she says is credible, if it's believable, because Amanda has kind of stuck her foot in her mouth a couple of times, and she started off pretty good on the show, but then kind of transformed into a bit of the villain with these two. Now, personally, I never really kind of liked either of these people. I don't really buy what Razvan is selling, and I think Amanda is just super immature, and she had a lot of expectation on Razvan that were just unrealistic. And of course, talking to somebody else behind his back is just not a cool move. Now, here's the piece. It comes from Screen Rant. 90 Day Fiancé's Amanda Wilhelm defends Razvan relationship after being accused of cheating. So Amanda Wilhelm gets slammed for posting a heartbreaking video about her late husband by 90 Day Fiancé fans who were accusing her of cheating on her late husband, Jason. Now, Amanda clarifies rumors about her dating timeline and denies cheating on her late husband with Razvan Ciocoi. Now, Amanda and Razvan split because supposedly he wanted to focus on his career, but fans remain confused about their relationship timeline. Amanda's sister did reveal that she was talking to someone else on social media while she was with Razvan, leading to their split. Razvan still has feelings for Amanda, but plans to focus on his acting career. Now, a lot of you guys said this in the last video that she was talking to somebody else, and yes, I get that, but my theory always was that this couple, I just never really felt like it was ever going to work out personally. And I think that's the reason why Amanda was just checking her options, because I don't know that she was fully committed to this relationship. So yes, it's cheating, but I never really thought this was a great or even super authentic relationship, but that's just the way that I saw it at the time. Now, 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Day star Amanda Wilhelm cleared up rumors about her and Razvan's dating timeline after being accused of cheating on Jason Wilhelm. Amanda is a 31-year-old widow from Eunice, Louisiana, who was first seen in Before the 90 Days season 6 with her Romanian boyfriend Razvan, who's 26. The mom of two, Amanda, was grieving the loss of her husband, Jason, after he died suddenly due to ampullary cancer when she seemingly met Razvan on TikTok. Amanda found Razvan's personality to be silly and endearing, and within a few months, she was on her way to see him in person in Romania, in Bucharest. Now, in the end, Amanda and Razvan split because he wanted to focus on his career. However, some 90 Day Fiancé fans are still confused about their relationship timeline. Recently, Amanda opened up about being a single and widow mom and replied to fans to clarify her situation. And this is on her Instagram right here. She posted this little clip here. Let's see.
I always thought I'd have the white picket fence and the happy family and the ring on my finger. And it's not until you become a single mom that you realize just how hard being a mom really is. Because while you're sitting there healing from heartbreak, there's still a mini human next to you that needs you to take care of them. And when the house is quiet, it'll still need cleaning. And they're still depending on you. So you don't get to sit and cry and yell at the world for too long. Because at the end of the day, you still have to be mom. I never thought that being a single mom was in my cards. I always thought it.
So that's the video. Now, she also posted something in the description, and it's pretty lengthy, so let's get to it. It says, I know this sound is about divorce, but I can relate. Becoming a widowed single mom was the absolute hardest thing I've ever experienced in my life. My entire world changed suddenly, and I didn't know what to do. I tried to do my best to not completely drown, even though some days it felt like I was sinking more and more with no hope of ever reaching the surface. I had to be strong to comfort my children. I wanted to break and crumble into sadness. I wanted to lay in bed and cry. I wanted to drink the reality away, but I couldn't because I had to be strong for my kids. So I masked the devastation, so I masked my devastation. I got used to masking it. It felt better than dealing with my grief. I kept myself so busy and distracted that I didn't have time to feel it. I was still doing my normal mom routine every day, but at night, when the sadness would creep in, I chased anything that felt like happiness, anything to help me not face reality. It took me a long time to allow myself to grieve. I think certain events in my life forced me to face my feelings and allowed me to grieve. People say I must not have loved my late husband to have moved on so soon, but that's the thing. I loved him so much beyond words, and that's why I couldn't face what happened. That's why I allowed myself to get involved with someone else soon after, because I couldn't deal with his death. I wanted him to still be here with me. I wanted to feel that love. My children were in grief therapy, and I thought I didn't need it. I admit I should have gone in therapy sooner. Although people use it as an insult, it is beneficial. Grief is weird and can make you do things that people judge you for, but it's your journey. I think as long as you're not self-sabotaging or self-harming, do what you think you need to do and will make you feel better, but most of all yourself, to feel what happened. And don't run from your feelings. Face them. Life is hard enough without the nastiness and negative judgment from others. If you haven't been in their shoes, be kind or be quiet. So a pretty lengthy message right there from Amanda. I have a couple of thoughts. Maybe you guys want to let me know what you think about what she's saying there. So I think, her being a single mom, it's very difficult. I don't think anybody can say it's easy. It's very difficult. So I empathize with that. However, I will say that some of this, reading it, feels like the criticism that she moved on so quick, because she did move on pretty quick. I think it kind of got to her, and I feel like she's looking for a justification to justify, like she's looking for a reason to justify it, because I think perhaps it bugs her, and perhaps it made her look in a bad light on the show, and perhaps this is somehow affecting her kids. And I think in retrospect, maybe if your husband just passed away, coming on the show when you met your new man just a couple of weeks, maybe a few months, I forget what the timeline was. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Coming on a show to do this romance, and then kind of looking a little bit desperate, a little bit all over the place, a little bit like you're more interested in your new man, your new boy toy of sorts, than you are of being a mom, because you probably should be with your kids, because you're not the only one grieving. They're grieving too. And so you're leaving to go on this journey to a different continent, a different country, and then your kids are at home. Now, I don't want to say that you can't do that, but I'm not sure that this was a wise decision from the start. Amanda maybe could have found somebody closer so that perhaps she could have been more there for her kids as well. But this is just my opinion. Like I said, it's a tricky situation because she did just lose her husband. My other thing about Amanda is I feel she is immature. I always felt this way ever since I first saw her on the show. Her late husband was, I think, 10 years or 8 something, I forget. He was a lot older than she was. And it's interesting that she went from an older husband to a guy that was like 5 or 6 years younger than her. I feel like perhaps maybe that's what her maturity level says. She went for a younger guy, kind of like Kalani, and all her boyfriends or husbands, Kalani and Asuelo. Asuelo is also younger, and now her new man, Dallas, is also a couple of years, 4 or 5 years, something like that, younger than her. And a lot of people are saying, well, it kind of suits her immaturity. I can't necessarily disagree with that. So you guys let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. But this was a common theme that a lot of people believed that Amanda moved on too soon from her husband. In fact, some people thought that maybe she even cheated on Jason. So let's get back to this piece here. Let's see what else it says here. So a fan in her comments section mocked Amanda by writing, "Girl, no comment," and accused her of dating Razvan while she was still married to Jason and then talking to somebody else while she was with Razvan. So basically hinting at a pattern of cheating here. "I was not speaking to anyone else while my late husband was alive. I met Razvan after," she replied. Amanda Wilhelm admits being widowed was the hardest thing ever. So, so she says that I was also never talking to anyone while I was with Razvan. She admitting that being a single mother and widow widow was the hardest thing ever. Before the 90 Days season 6 tell-all, Amanda revealed she broke up with Razvan just a few weeks after coming back to America. Now, as per Amanda, Razvan was too focused on himself and his career. However, Amanda's sister Ashley knew the real reason behind the couple's split. Her sister told the cast and audience that Amanda had been talking to someone on social media behind his back. She said that Amanda was being flirtatious with one main guy. Razvan didn't want her communicating with him, and he didn't know Amanda was being flirty with the man. Now, there were rumors that Amanda was seeing a TikToker named Cody Alvers, but neither Cody nor Amanda confirmed them. Meanwhile, Razvan did express a desire to date Amanda again after he came to America on a tourist visa, which he is now. And by the way, I forgot to mention this in my intro, but we have a little segment on Razvan as well, because Razvan has been slammed for posting a video that is potentially inappropriate, especially in the current climate of war and gun violence and everything that is happening in the world right now. So we'll get to that in just a second. So he expressed desire to date Amanda again. Amanda hadn't told Razvan that she was already talking to someone else because she didn't want him to feel bad. This is why Amanda's post about how she handled grief after Jason's death has come under fire. Amanda claims that she allowed herself to get involved with someone else soon after because she couldn't deal with his death. Now, Razvan is currently touring America, and he has been sharing photos and videos from his adventure in New York City. And there seems to be little to no chance that Amanda and Razvan will get together during this trip because of what happened in the past. Razvan wants to stay in the USA for good to focus on his acting career. So, okay. So this is the piece about Amanda. So you guys let me know what you think. So she's not, I don't think she's addressing, what her sister said about her talking to some other man. I don't think she's addressing that very well. I do personally think that Razvan probably was looking at this relationship as a way to kind of get himself more fame. And I have reasons to believe that. Like, if we look at his social media, it's very clear that this is a guy that wants PR. He claims he craves attention. It's very clear. And I've always thought this ever since I first saw him on the show. He is, he's very much into himself. He's very much into his social media. And I guess that's okay. It's not like he's the only one that is like that on 90 Day Fiancé. There's plenty of people that have come on the show that are exactly like that. But there's just something about this guy that I don't know. And I read the comments in the last video we did. I know a lot of you guys seem to, you started off not liking Razvan and then you kind of ended up liking him. I still somehow feel like it's all an act. Take a look at some of the posts that he puts here. So you can see he's very much into himself, and I do think that he wants to make money online. He wants to do OnlyFans or whatever he can. And, supposedly he's in Las Vegas, Nevada right now. So he was just in New York City. This one, he tagged it from being in Las Vegas, Nevada. He says, new post on my spicy page. And, so there you go. That's a hint that he wants to do OnlyFans, or he's doing OnlyFans or something like that. Now, this is the video that I wanted to get to you guys because he posted this a couple of days ago. So in the video, he's walking with a rifle on train tracks. And of course, he's shirtless because this is how he rolls. He wants people to see him. And he has, skinny jeans, and they're kind of like drenched in mud. And he has this bandana, skull face bandana on his face. And he's kind of walking around, and people are not very happy with this. They don't really understand what he's doing. Now, I can tell you guys what this video is if you guys are not familiar. I believe he's trying to emulate a Call of Duty character here. Call of Duty is a game that dropped a couple of days ago. And they have these instances where they walk like this inside the game. I don't really understand why he would put this on his social media, though, because the fan base for 90 Day Fiancé is not the same as, the players that play that game. And so this feels completely out of touch to me. And also, based on the current situation that we have in the world with wars in Ukraine, wars in the Middle East, and we have a lot of gun violence, and stuff like that. This seems to be a little tone deaf, and people are letting him have it in the comments. Somebody says, not good. Read the room. This is not cool. I'm so happy for you. Keep all your dreams alive. Not the best time for this. Another person said, so bad with all the war. This is so inappropriate. You should take it down. his page, his content. If you're just bothered by it, scroll. And then this other person says, nope, we're allowed to leave opinions. It's social media. If you don't like the comment, then you can keep scrolling. And, and somebody asks here in Romanian, why do you have a gun? Yes, of course, keep going. So he's gotten a lot of flack for this video, and he's trying to put a good message behind it. I'm not sure that people are really buying it. So this is what Razvan is doing. I'm not exactly sure. He wants to stay in the U.S. For a long time. I don't know how long he's going to be there, but he's using this basically as a kind of PR tour on social media. So that's the update for today about Razvan and Amanda. So like I said, the pieces of the puzzle, in my opinion, I can see them forming in my head. And also, like I said, Razvan, in my opinion, this is what he wanted. He wanted the clout from the show. And I do personally think, and perhaps you guys will disagree because I know a lot of you guys are kind of on his side, but I do think that this is the reason why he wants Amanda. He knows the show will provide that clout, and if he's not with her, then he won't get that clout, as we've found out with people like Jabri Bell and Miona, who I believe desperately wanted to come back on the show, but the show told them no, and their careers, their social media game has stagnated, and it's kind of led them to being somewhat irrelevant, so to speak. And so I think Razvan is smart enough to realize that. And I think that's why he knows he would like to be with Amanda. But of course, this relationship is not going to happen. And Amanda perhaps wanted a bit of the clout as well, because we saw her perhaps flirting with another TikToker. So she's into these people that do TikTok. This is how she met Razvan as well. So both of these people, I'm not sure that I fully buy that their intentions of coming on the show were pure, but you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Also, what do you think about Amanda's explanations about not cheating on her late husband? What do you make about her explanation about moving on so quick? She says that the reason she did was because she was so used to loving her husband that it was hard to deal without him being there. So let me know if you guys buy that. What do you think about that? And also, what do you think about Razvan and his latest video walking around with a rifle on the train tracks as if it's kind of cool? So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button for more content right here on the channel. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.